In the previous session, we already created a page to show user information. In this one, we're going to modify our edit profile page so user can edit their information anytime they want. So open app, views, device, registrations, edit.html.erb. Now remember this file was created by device with default field like full name, email, password confirmation, and current password. And we already made some change with the row, and we add some columns, we add some new button primary, and so on. Now if you're going to config routes.rb, remember that here we got edit and profile. So that's mean from now on, if you want to edit the user information, you need to go to the profile. Let me show you on the browser. So in the browser, restart the server and go to localhost 3000/profile, just like this. Now straight away, because you need to log in to edit your information, so I'll just click on sign in with Facebook. Okay, so now as you can see, first we have to log into our account, right? So in this case, I'm going to use my Facebook account. Now, once you log it in, you can see we got the full name, we got email, new password, confirm password, and type current password. Because we already add a couple of extra fields into our user model, like phone number or description, so we need to update this view. Also, we want to make it look a bit nice, then we'll be adding some style sheet as well. Now back to our project folder, I'm going to open app, views, device, registration, and edit.html.erb, like you know. Okay, so for this one, I'll just minimize this so it would be a bit easier to see. Now the next thing, first I'm going to divide this one to two columns by creating another column, say call md3. Okay, so this one should be md9. Cool. Now for the first column, I'm going to say ul.sidebar list. Okay, we haven't got this sidebar list class yet, but we're going to create that one in a bit. Now for ly, that should be sidebar item. Alright, now here we're going to say link to edit profile, and the links will be edit user registrations path. Okay, and for the class we're going to use would be sidebar link and active. Okay, so we'll just make a break here, and then we're going to display another link to, and this one say view my profile, right? And that's actually linked to the user path, which is the current user.id. The class would be btn and btn default and white. Okay. Now for the second columns, this form should be alright, and now just put it into the panel. So I'm going to say dot panel heading. Okay, and this one say your profile. That's the panel heading. Well, actually, just might put it the deep panel. Alright, this one should be inside these. Okay, and this one should be panel default. Alright, So we've got a panel heading, and we should have the panel body. Okay, and inside the panel body, I'm going to say div container. Alright, and then I'm going to move this form into here. Okay, right. Okay, looks good. Now remember that we already add some extra fields into user table, and those are phone number and description. So I'm going to say under the email, right? I'll just copy this one. Good. Okay. So this one is not email field, it should be text field, and the same as this one, text field, and say we got a phone number. Alright. Placeholder should be phone number. Yeah, and for the description. Now for the description, it should be text area, because this data type is text. We need a lot of text, not just string. Okay, so this one's a description. Now for the text area, we're going to define rows 5, and for the columns we should have 35. Okay, so now it's time to create some new style sheet. So for example, we've got a sidebar, list, item, and that sort of thing. So open access style sheet and application.css. Now if you scroll on to the bottom, we're going to make some change here. First, I'm going to modify the form group and form control. Form group and form control as bootstrap style sheet. So I'll just modify that with the margin bottom to 25 pixel, and for form control, we got a border radius. I change to 2 pixel, and the height is 4 rem. Next, I'm going to create the sidebar, list, and item and link just like this. So there is no special thing here. So for sidebar list, we got a padding left 0 and list style none. For sidebar item, we change the padding, and we get a font size to 16 pixel, the color, and the border bottom would be 1 pixel solid, and this color. Alright, the same thing with sidebar link. So notice here we got link, and for the link we should get a hover and focus, should be different style. And now as you can see, for the link we got this color, but if you hover the mouse or focus, the color should be changed. Alright, and for the active sidebar link, we should change the color, the font weight, and the text decoration would be none. Alright, save it. Open your web browser and hit refresh. Wow, so that's look much better. So you got edit profile, you got to view my profile, which is linked to the user info. Right. So if you scroll a bit down, now you got a very nice button, and everything looks great. You got a full name and you got description. However, we have a problem. Now let's say if you want to upgrade the description, right, and you have to type the current password to confirm the change before you click save. But the thing is, we sign up with the Facebook page, and then device was creating a random password for us. So for now, we have no idea what the password is. That means we can't change anything here. The solution here is quite simple. We need to get rid of this field, and we have to modify the registration controllers. So back to our project, under views device registration edit.html.erb. First, we need to remove this field, current password. Alright, save it. Then under the controller folder, we're going to create a new file and name registrations controller.rb. Alright, we're going to create a class registrations controller, and that extend the device registration controller. Alright, now we need to declare protected. The solution here is simple. We just need to override the update resource method. This method is from device, so we got resource and we got params. Now under here we're going to say resource dot update without password, and we're going to pass params here. Yeah, that's very simple. The next thing we have to do is open your config routes.rb. Alright, so here we need to make registration, alright, to registrations. Okay, so whenever you create a custom controller on top of the device controller, you need to be declared. It's here. Alright, the last step we want to do is open the app controller and application controller. Now we got a full name. Now remember that in the account update, which is in our profile page, we want to update the phone name, sorry, for the phone number, and also we want to update the description as well. Alright, we don't need phone number and description in the sign up. That's why in the sign up page we just get a full name. But in the account update, which is our profile page, we need to update full name and phone number and description. So if you want to update your password or email here, you can type email and password as well. Okay, save it. Now if you're running a server, you need to stop by press Ctrl C. Okay, and now you have to restart the server again because we just add a new controller, so it's a good practice to restart the server. Now open your web browser and go to the profile page. Now you don't see that field anymore. Let's try to update our phone number and the description, which is great. Okay, now click save. Awesome, we just got the notification say everything's good. Now there are two ways we can check. First, we can go back to edit profile. Now we can see that display here, which is great. And also we can check this by going to users. Right, so we got a description display correctly. Beautiful. Okay, so that's it for this session, guys. Well done. So for now we learned a lot of things, and as you can see, based on here, we already built something that's very fundamental for every app. So you definitely can leverage what you learned so far to build a basic app with authentication system. Cool. So I guess I will see you guys in the next challenge.